Okay, to get somewhere new with your achievement, you're going to need to make some changes. If you're stuck, there's no use trying to repeat what you've done before. To keep on doing what you've always done, you'll keep on getting what you've always got. Change is a part of the picture. And what I want to do here is there's a whole chapter, as you know, in your own worst enemy on the topic of change and the change sequence and what goes on. I want to hit the highlights here and emphasize some special points that are going to make things clearer for you. So first of all, I have come up with some new lingo for you. I published a book, An Invitation to Personal Change with Diane Hales, and in that book we were looking at the change sequence and the change process, and we came up with a shorthand way of thinking about it. And let me tell you what the 4 steps are in the change process, and those are: get real, get ready, get going, and lock it in. Contained in those 4 headings are the entire change process. And here's what you need to know about change. That process is one that comes from research. Over the last 30 years, research has been conducted on successful change. Not ideas about what what change should be about, but if you take somebody and they have successfully made a major change in their life, and you study enough different people who've maybe lost 60 or 70 pounds and then kept it off, or people who've made other important changes like leaving a substance behind that was of no good use to them. If you look at that, these 4 change steps are always a part of the change process. They're always there, they're always working. So here's what they mean. Get real is the part where you have to take stock of where you are. There's no way that you can change without saying, where am I now? The next stage is if you take that information and you sort of find yourself and you locate where you are in your life at this stage, then the next thing you do is you get ready. And getting ready is anything from making some calls, doing some research, going on the web, or knowing that you've got to change your schedule to include some new activities. That's the get ready part. Finally, you launch and you say, okay, I've done enough research, I know where I am, I know what I want to do, and now I've got to get going and I've got to do new things. And this is the stage of change where you're more active. This is the stage of change where anybody who knows you is going to say, whoa, what's going on with him? He's really changing, or she is. So this is the active time when you make those steps, you change aspects of your life. Finally, the final stage of change is a stage of change that seems a little less powerful than that, but it's actually the most critical one of all. That stage is locking it in. And that stage is where you make sure that you keep the new habit. And this is the place where a lot of people fall off the wagon. There is all kinds of research that shows, for example, that people stop their activity as soon as they achieve the change they want. People go back to eating the way they used to. People change other things back to where they were, as if a diet is what change is. Change is not a diet. Change is making small adjustments to the way you live your life and then accommodating your life to fit around those adjustments so those adjustments stay in place. So at which stage are you right now in the change sequence? I can tell you one thing. You're probably starting to get ready to make some very significant changes in your life about achievement, possibly about some other things as well. And in the next video, you'll see some other things related to this topic.